One of the main points of speculation surrounding the Ahsoka series is who this brand new Inquisitor is. Every other villain in the series has been named: Morgan Elsbeth, Baylan Skoll, Shin Hati, Grand Admiral Thrawn, and between interviews, trailers, and articles, we at least know a little bit about all of them, and some more than others. But this one unnamed Inquisitor has appeared multiple times in the revealed footage, whether it be dueling Ahsoka in what I assume is Corvus, and later the shipyard, or piloting a ship during some space combat. And at least from what I get, it seems to focus in on this character extensively during these moments, almost like it's hinting at who it is. Well, thanks to a recent leak of the upcoming LEGO sets for the Ahsoka series, we now know the name of this Inquisitor. Ahsoka Tano's T6 Jedi Shuttle, an upcoming LEGO set based off the series, will include minifigures Ahsoka Tano, Sabine Wren, Professor Huyang, and an Inquisitor named Merrick. The first thing that comes to mind here is Galen Merrick, also known as Starkiller. For those unfamiliar with this character, Starkiller was the secret apprentice of Darth Vader, and was tasked with hunting down and destroying any surviving Jedi. The name is spelled slightly different, but the idea of Starkiller coming into canon would excite many fans. Sam Witwer, who played the character in the Force Unleashed video games, has talked about how Dave Filoni wanted at one point to include Starkiller in an episode of Star Wars Rebels as an Imperial Inquisitor, but it just didn't fit with the story they were telling. So Filoni has already had the idea of bringing the character into a canon story as an Inquisitor, so it wouldn't be too far-fetched to have him included here as someone who sports the same garb as an Imperial Inquisitor. I think the big thing here is how the translation is done, because there would have to be some changes to his powers and story if he were to suddenly appear in the Ahsoka series. His unimaginable power works for a playable character in a video game series, because it lets players do almost whatever they want and enjoy the action in the game. But bringing someone of Starkiller's capability into this series doesn't seem possible, because while Ahsoka may be able to put up a fight, Sabine surely cannot, at least from what we know of her since we saw her in Rebels. So not only would he have to be nerfed a little bit, but a major part of his character is also his apprenticeship to Vader, and while that could be adjusted with him being an Inquisitor, as he would still be hunting down surviving Jedi during the reign of the Empire, there are a lot of story beats of his that just couldn't be translated due to maintaining canon. And since this Merrick character likely won't even be the big villain of the series, based on what we know he'd be below everyone else, Hati, Skoll, Elsbeth, and Thrawn, I don't know how much time would be spent fleshing out this character and making him seem as important as Starkiller was. And while it's more than likely going to happen with any new release no matter what it's about, any quote-unquote injustice to the character that fans know from the game would just give some fans more fuel to the fire, so that is a bit of a concern. This naming may just be a way of honoring or referencing the video game character without actually bringing him into the series. Well, the first thought that comes to mind when hearing Merrick is Galen Merrick. One other somewhat popular theory regarding this Mystery Inquisitor's identity is that it is Ezra Bridger, meaning Merrick is the Sith name he takes upon his turn to the dark side. I've already talked a little about this in my breakdowns for the series, but I don't particularly love this path for Ezra, given that he already had his internal battle with darkness in Star Wars Rebels with the Sith holocron and was able to overcome it, so him going back to that would seem redundant, but also him spending who knows how much time away from the known galaxy with Grand Admiral Thrawn and who knows who else. It's possible Ezra was tempted by the dark side, whether because of those influencing him around him, or as a necessity to survive and escape. It would definitely add a twist to the series, but again I hope it's not the outcome for the character. How excited are you for the Ahsoka series? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like the video, and subscribe for more coverage of the Ahsoka series as the premiere draws near. And remember to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Thank you all for watching, and remember, the Force will be with you. Always.